In today's video, we are going to be doing an in-depth chat on all kinds of hair removal. This has been pretty highly requested. Hi guys, it's Magali. If it's your first time on my channel, then welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. I make regular videos on beauty, fashion, travel, a lot of different topics. So if you enjoy this type of content, please take a minute to hit the red subscribe button below this video and subscribe to my channel so that you never miss out on new content. Some of my most popular videos are reviewing different hair removal tools, epilators, trimmers, face as well as body trimmers. I found there that many people have basic questions about hair removal. So I thought I would make a video tackling all of those questions, just giving you a beginner's guide to how hair removal works, the difference between different methods of hair removal. Is waxing better? Is shaving better? I will also share with you guys product recommendations and techniques. I've partnered with Amazon for this video. You guys can check out all of the products that I'm going to recommend in the description bar below, as well as on my Amazon storefront. I've been a beauty blogger for more than a decade, so I have a lot of experience here and I'm going to share it with you guys in this video. I have not gone to the salon for hair removal in many years. Before that, I used to get like waxing done and threading. You have to often take appointments, there's wait times involved. Just basically, I was done with beauty salons, beauty parlors. The benefits of doing hair removal at home, it ends up being way cheaper. Even if you spend on buying a tool, you're going to be able to use that tool for a very long period of time. You can do it any time of the day if you're a busy person. If you travel, if you're not in the same place always, it becomes easy to do your hair removal anywhere. I'm gonna start out by explaining the different forms of hair removal. One by one, we'll talk about facial hair removal, armpit hair, body hair, which is mostly hands and legs, as well as bikini region. If you have facial hair, if you have body hair, do not be ashamed of it or don't feel that it's ugly or something that has to be removed. Most of us start removing body hair from thinking that it's unhygienic or that we're not beautiful with hair. Well, we're humans. We have endocrine systems. We have hair along with it. Some of us have less hair. Some of us have more hair. It's totally normal. After we go through puberty, we often get thicker, more visible hair, and then most of us choose to remove it. But it can be very difficult or intimidating in the beginning. We really don't know what method to use, what is better. Each and every ad will tell you, use this product, it's the best. Maybe your friends have told you stuff, your mom, your elder sister. If you go to a beauty parlor, maybe the parlor lady has told you stuff as well about which is the way to go. Among these things, a lot of myths are spread which are completely untrue, so I'm gonna try my best to also bust a lot of those myths and give you an objective opinion. All hair removal that you can do either at home or in a parlor will fall into two categories. The first one is removing hair from the roots. The second one is trimming or shaving the hair. It's being kind of cut at the skin level and it is not being pulled from the roots. Waxing, that's removing hair from the roots. Shaving, that's trimming hair at skin level. We talk about tweezing, removing hair from the roots. A trimmer, that's again trimming at surface level. Also, threading is removing hair at surface level. You will often hear from parlor ladies, you should only remove hair from the roots. You should not shave, your skin will darken, your hair will grow in thicker. Both of these things are completely wrong. Shaving will never ever cause your skin to darken. There's absolutely no correlation between the two. Also, your hair will never grow in thicker. That's another myth, because the way your hair gets cut, when it regrows, it just feels pokey sometimes because of the razor shaving it at that angle. But your hair is exactly the same thickness as before. If you're here to ask me, is waxing better, is shaving better, there is no better between them. There is no perfect form of hair removal. It's just what works for you. The methods that remove hair from the roots, they are usually more painful, but then they're longer lasting. If you wax or if you epilate, you will have to do it less frequently. A lot of people prefer waxing for that reason, so that you don't have to bother about it. Cutting hair at the surface level, usually that's totally painless. Only threading pains a little bit, but things like shaving and all, do not give you any pain, but because you're not pulling it out, you're just cutting the growth, the hair will show up faster, and because of that you'll need to do it more often. There's no one better between the two. It depends on your pain threshold. If you can bear the waxing pain, by all means do waxing, otherwise you can do shaving. I prefer shaving. I do not like pain. It also depends on your skin type. I have very sensitive skin and I started getting rashes after waxing. It was not because of the products or anything, but it was just pulling the hair out. My skin used to get very angry. If you have sensitive skin, I think shaving is better. It's really about what works for you. A lot of us remove facial hair. We trim our eyebrows or shape them, upper lips, jawline, side locks. Those are a lot of places where you may or may not remove your hair. The thing to remember for your face is that it is extra sensitive compared to your body. So you just need to take a little bit of care when it comes to facial hair removal so as to not cause irritation or scarring. Let's discuss removing hair from the roots. You can do that for your face at home via either a facial epilator, or you can also choose to wax your face. You probably already know about this. Wheat ready to use waxing strips. They used to have waxing strips for the face also. I think they stopped making them, but honestly it was exactly the same as these body waxing strips. You can just cut it in strips and use it for your face. You should only use it on upper lip, jawline. Avoid waxing your eyebrows yourself. You may remove too much of brow. I owned the brown facial epilator for very many years. I think it was a fantastic device. It works on a battery and removes your hair from the roots. The pain is really minimal. However, it stopped working after some time and I didn't end up repurchasing it. I have done a separate review on the brown epilator. I'm going to link it over there. Now we come to the trimming kind of methods that don't involve pulling hair from the roots. That's my personal favorite for my face. I used to wax, I used to epilate, but I prefer not to do it anymore owing to having super sensitive skin. These are my favorite devices for facial hair removal. The first one is this Philips trimmer. I actually reviewed this also in a separate video. On that video, many people come and ask me, oh, it's been a few years, do you still use this? Is it still working? Yes, it absolutely is working. I love that the head of this trimmer is really nice and fine, so you can actually shape your brows with this as long as you're careful. My second favorite trimmer, the brown face trimmer. I actually like this a little bit better than the Philips one, especially for upper lip hair removal. The head is bigger, but the downside about this is like you cannot really shape your brows with it. It actually has this circular head. Between these two, both of them work really well. I would usually recommend the brown face trimmer if you have a more upper lip or jawline hair. If it's more about doing your eyebrows and stuff, then the Philips one works a little bit better. And my next favorite tool, this one is so affordable and so nice, is this face razor by Kai brand. I'm going to be recommending Kai a lot in this video because they are such an amazing brand. They are Japanese. All of their stuff is so high quality and really well priced for that amazing quality that you are going to get. I've tried many really amazing facial razors. There are so many available now. This one just stands out to me. It's a full metal body, not just a blade. The entire razor is metal. Only this cover is plastic, and it actually has this guard around the blade, so you're not going to just cut yourself with this razor. Facial razors are amazing. They're so compact. They don't need batteries. They just work. If you wanted to try using a facial razor but have been scared for any reason, this is your sign and your encouragement to go for it. There is absolutely nothing to lose. Remember to always shave on a clean face, and after you have finished doing it, clean your face again and apply a soothing moisturizer. And when it comes to underarm or armpit hair removal, I will sometimes wax. I end up using these waxing strips only, or maybe I will shave. It really just depends on my mood. One of the irritating things about waxing is that you need to wait for your hair to grow back a certain length. If you have very little growth, you cannot wax. So sometimes I will just shave because my hair is not long enough to wax. I really like waxing my armpits because then I don't have to bother about it for a couple of weeks, you know. For shaving my armpits, I prefer using this razor. This is also by Kai. You can basically use just any razor, but I really like this one. It's not disposable. You get it in a kit with multiple cartridges. That's better for the environment because you're generating less plastic waste. I love the handle of this. It has this nice texture so you can grip it nicely. I like how the head moves as you're moving it on the contours of your armpit. From my time when I used to go to beauty parlors, a lot of the ladies who work in those salons used to say that don't shave, it will make your hair grow thicker, it will turn your underarm skin darker. And the thing is, I have slightly dark underarms and I'm here to tell you guys that it's again a very natural thing, especially if you have dark skin tone. Many of us have darker armpits, darker genital region, elbows and knees also are darker, and that's absolutely fine. If your skin just randomly becomes very dark, it can be a sign of a hormonal imbalance. It's something to get checked out with a doctor, but otherwise just don't worry about it, you guys. It's perfectly fine. Now we move on to hand and leg hair removal. For this also you can use an epilator, you can wax, you can shave. There are just a lot of different options. Shaving is just my favorite. It's so quick, it's so smooth, it's so easy. I usually have to do this twice a week. If I'm feeling lazy, I'll even do it once a week, and that's more than enough. I just use this kind of razor only for that. Never ever shave on dry skin. You need to make sure your skin is nice and wet, and then also apply something like a shaving foam, or you can apply liquid soap, bar soap. It does not really matter. Just do not shave on dry skin. So most of the time, just shave when you're having a bath. That's the easiest thing. One thing that can happen when you shave regularly, but it can actually happen with all forms of hair removal, not just shaving, is that you'll get ingrown hair. It's just a little bit annoying. It's when your hair is regrowing and it gets caught under the upper layers of your skin, and sometimes you'll see a little bump and it will turn black. Sometimes it will hurt a little bit. The main way to avoid ingrown hair when you're practicing any form of hair removal, just make sure that you exfoliate once a week is more than enough. You don't have to do it more often than that. And over exfoliation is a thing also. There are two forms of exfoliation that you can use. One is physical exfoliation, and that just usually means using a body scrub of some kind. I really like this one from Dove. The scrub particles in it are really mild. It's not going to irritate your skin, and it has a nice, beautiful cream base. Your body kind of gets moisturized and soft also as you're using it. If you don't want to physically exfoliate, you can also chemically exfoliate. I feel like Indians are now being conditioned to get frightened of the word chemical. Well, everything is a chemical. Do you guys know water is a chemical, air is a chemical? It's absolutely not something to be scared of. Chemical exfoliation is said to be even better for your skin than physical exfoliation. Here, you will not find any physical scrub in it. This is just a body wash. Has salicylic acid in it. So that will very gently remove your dead skin cells, and you will have nice soft skin and you will not have ingrown hair. Do not forget to moisturize your body also. We all moisturize our face, but some of us neglect our body. So that's something you should try to do pretty often. And I'm going to leave my favorite rich body moisturizer in the description bar below. It's pretty affordable and also really excellent for sensitive skin. The final region for hair removal that we're going to discuss is down there. We're talking about bikini hair removal. I prefer to remove my hair from there so that I don't have a sweat buildup, and also when you have your periods, it's just better if there's not hair there. And there also you can wax, you can shave, you can use a trimmer. I have actually got it professionally waxed once at a very nice salon, and it was a very good experience, but it was also very expensive and it took a very long time. So it's not something that I would repeat. That when I remove hair at home, I prefer to either use a trimmer or a razor. My favorite trimmer is this one from Brown, their body trimmer. Already done a separate YouTube video on it, and if you watch that one, I've also explained why I like this best. For bikini hair removal, it's great because you do not have to completely shave the hair down. It has this head. It just can trim the length of your hair, but then it can keep a little bit. It does not pain, and you can use this trimmer in the shower. You can get it wet. It's quite easy to remove the hair there. You don't have to be frightened. Just go slowly and remove in the direction of hair growth. You don't want to go against it. Imagine this is the area, and the hair generally grows kind of facing down. So remove the hair like this only, in that direction. Don't really go like that. It can change the direction of hair growth and can cause more ingrown hair. You can use a normal body razor, but there are many razors available just for removing bikini hair. Now you might think all razors are kind of same, why do I need a separate one? But honestly, I would recommend a separate one because the bikini hair razors are designed with that area in mind. It's just going to give you an easier, smoother experience. I recently tried out this blue razor from a new Indian brand. I think it's called Fur. It's by P Safe, and I really liked it. The direction of the blade is such, like, it's made for removing your bikini hair. And I also tried these ones by Sirona. It comes in a pack of 3. I found it weird that the razor is so small because it takes you more time, right? The head of this one is that much bigger. You can get done quicker. But this is just something excellent to have with you if you travel. Say you shaved at home and gone on a beach trip, or even if you've got bikini wax done but then your hair is kind of growing back. This is just great to touch up a smaller area, and you'll see that both of them have this similar design, which is kind of like the downward facing blade. I shared a lot of information with you guys, and I've also shared so many products, and I take product recommendations very, very, very seriously, and I'm proud to recommend the very best products to you guys because I test so many different things all the time. That's part of my job. If I recommend something to you guys, that means it works very well for its intended purpose. You can find a list and links of all these products in the description bar and on my Amazon storefront. You will not find most of these brands in your local chemist store or your supermarket, or which is why I recommend Amazon, because you can really get the best products there. Indian ones, imported ones, things that will work so well that you'll wonder, what was I doing before this? If you have any questions about anything that I have not covered in this video, feel free to chat with me in the comment box down below. That's all for today's video, and I'll see you guys next time.